the game, cause see the boxing voice.
And welcome everyone to its last call. Last call at the alcohol at cyberstationusa.com. Join me on the line. This man here will be fighting. It's going to be PBC on NBC. It's Omar Figueroa versus Antonio DeMarco Jr. This man will be fighting on the undercard, and he's looking forward to improving his record. I give you the pride and joy of Chicago, Illinois. I give you Semajay Thomas. Semajay, let's start off here with how excited to fight on Texas, and do you have what's the goal for this fight besides winning? What do you want to improve on in your game?
I'm very excited. I'm ready to show. I'm ready to show my skills in Texas and show them that I'm a real top contender. And I'm motivated. I'm motivated to end this year out with a bang.
So when you look at this fight here, and I know you don't have a point yet, but how big is it that they're putting you on a card which has some of the bigger names on the PBC? I mean, you have Omar Figueroa Jr., who's a champion. You got Chris Arreola, who is a big star in the heavyweight division. You got two other heavyweights in Prince Charles Martin, as well as Dominic Breazeale. I mean, how much faith do you feel that Heyman's giving you in terms of he's putting you with his A players? He's putting you with his bigger names.
It feels good, that fighting on big undercards. It's not my first big undercard fighting on, but I just stay motivated, stay ready, and just ready to put on the show.
Your last fight out, it was a second round knockout. Big things here happened. What do you feel you improved on going forward from your past fight to your last fight? I mean, what do you feel you improved on in this last fight on April 24th?
Being more patient, and look, I think I'm getting really better. As far as skill wise, and I'm actually looking at some film and sparring right now, like enjoying my improvements in the ring. So we're not missing a notch, So we're really looking good, and we're ready to showcase our skills December 12th.
What is it like? We talked about before working with Ronnie Shields, but what is it like? For every fight. I mean, how does he handle you inside and outside the ring? I mean, with a lot of trainers, I see some yelling. Some guys are in your face. What is it like having Ronnie as a trainer? What is he like with you in terms of handling you in between rounds? And is he ever really just on you or screaming at you?
No, he's not yelling and screaming at me. He's real calm and collective. He knows how to talk to a fighter. He doesn't get, nervous like some coaches do. They get nervous or, panicky. Like my last fight, I was hit behind the head and he caught me, and they called it a knockdown. And Ronnie just said, hey, just be smooth and stay aware. He said, use your feint before you come in because he's trying to counter you. And that's what we did, and we had got him out of there just off the strip of that. It wasn't no hollering or nothing like that, or just overextending, like just making a fighter feel uncomfortable and scaring the fighter. So I was cool when I got him. I had to get him out of there.
Take us to that knockdown. As you mentioned, he caught you right in the back of the head. That's unfortunately we saw with Pritchard Colon. If you get hit there hard enough, that can do real damage. What is that like when you get hit in the back of the head? And how tough is it when you're literally still trying to get your senses back? You're not sure where you are because your equilibrium is gone. How tough is that? Just recuperating.
My equilibrium, I felt my equilibrium, my balance was a little shaky, and I was like, man, what the heck? I thought the referee hit me in the back of the head, but the referee was still counting. So, I wanted around, so and it was at the last 10 seconds of the fight, and I just sat down, and Ronnie and my corner staff, they did their job and rejuvenated me, and I got him out of there the second round.
A lot of things going on here. Once again, we got Semajay Thomas on the show. How frustrating has it been for you this year not being able to have at least 4 or 5 fights? I know that when we talked earlier in the beginning of the year, you wanted to fight 4 or 5 times. Unfortunately, certain things prevented that from happening. How tough has that been for you of growing as a fighter when, unfortunately, you're sitting on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's because I went through some legal difficulties, to make it to make it just one fight this year. So, but we're gonna make sure 2016 be our busiest year as being a professional fighter. I know I did a lot of fights last year. Only 2 fights this year I'm getting in. So I think we're gonna make it happen. 2016 is gonna be our busiest year. Definitely.
I got to ask because right now, and if you can tell us what's going on here, but we talked last time we talked about the whole murder charge and how that caused you a lot of problems, and thankfully for you, everything was cleared up and they dismissed charges. This past year, once again, it seems you were accused of assaulting 2 men. Once again, you're in the spotlight. At what point is it time for you to leave Chicago? At what point is it just not accusing you of doing anything here, but at what point is it just if you keep staying in this town, something third time might be the charm. A third time might be just you end up in trouble or something bites you in the ass that you can't get rid of.
With me being a professional fighter and me being in the limelight, a local celebrity or celebrity or whatever you want to call me, they're gonna blow a lot of stuff out of proportion. And I can't speak on the case. I used to go fight the case, but it was a fight, and that's all it was. So it wasn't nobody getting hurt or nothing like that, and I just feel that the media, they put it all out there in the media like that for no for no reason, and I feel it shouldn't be like that. But we just take the good with the bad. We keep God first, and we stay humble, and we continue to do our job, and that's beat people up in the ring.
I get what you're saying, but is it with this whole thing going on, and hopefully, and as you said, hopefully for your sake, this gets things. Things come to a head. But if you don't fight, there's no jail time. There's nothing like that. But do you start thinking that maybe it is time to make changes? Whether it's getting rid of certain influences in your life, getting rid of certain people.
Yeah, most definitely. I moved from Chicago, so after that incident, we moved from Chicago. We're living out here in Houston right now, and we feeling good. We feeling motivated. We cut off a lot of things. Cut out a lot of hanging out with guys. That socializing. That's not on that same level or that bracket. Just staying more around family. I just had a beautiful daughter. She just made 5 months on the 8th. Her name is Malia. And I got a fiance, Jacqueline. And we just living life, man. We're young. I'm 22 years old. I'm undefeated, young undefeated fighter. I had a lot of accomplishments as an amateur, and I'm just here to become a world champion. I'm not. I got faith in my skills. I got belief in my skills, and you can't. That's one thing you can't do. You can't knock me for wanting to be the best, or you know, or climbing to the top. You know, so I'm ready, man. I'm ready for anybody, anything. And I'm gonna show the world. I'm gonna shock the world. You know that. You know, all the good, all the bad stuff. I just want to leave right there and show everybody that that I can fight, and I'm talented, and I'm here.
How much does that change your life, just having a daughter now? Because as you said, you have a fiance, you have a 5-month-old daughter. It's no longer just you. It's now two other people are reliant on you. Like, how much more pressure are you putting on yourself? Because it's no longer just you, yourself, and I, but you have two other people who are, looking up to you as not only the breadwinner, but as, basically somebody who's going to take care of them, your daughter and your fiance. So how much has that changed you and your mentality going forward?
That changed a lot, man. That changed a lot by my mentality. That I gotta make it happen. My daughter gotta eat. She's not gonna be sucking on milk for that much longer. She's gonna eat real food. And I'm ready to feed my daughter and provide that great education for my daughter. And and health bills and all that. Put up loans for school and everything. So my daughter gotta get everything. And in order for her to do that, I gotta do what I gotta do in the boxing ring. And I'm motivated. I'm motivated, and you will understand. You will understand how motivated I am when I get up in the ring, December 12th. Like my big brother Jamel Charlo, I'm with them right now. But like they say, the rebirth. It's the rebirth. It's the rebirth. It's the rebirth of Semajay Thomas. Y'all gonna see it and love it.
Last two questions for let you go. Once again, we got Semajay Thomas on the show here. We're talking all things boxing. We're talking family. We mentioned before, as we said, you have moved down to Houston. You train with Ronnie Shields. Who else are the guys that are helping you out? You mentioned the Charlo brothers, but what other fighters have you sat down with to help pick their brains? Whether it's about fighting, whether it's about life, whether it's about business. Who are some of the bigger guys that that you're looking at and trying to help in terms of developing you as a fighter and as a businessman?
You said which some of the guys that
who are some of the bigger? Which fighters are some of the more bigger influences right now for you as not only a boxer but as a businessman?
The Charlo twins. They show me a lot of love. They show me, they teach me about the business, a lot of stuff that they went through, and we talk, and we talk business, we talk a lot, man. They help me, and we just ready to take over boxing. We really think it's our time. Jamal Charlo, world champion. Jamel is next up, and I'm here.
As we mentioned before, we don't have an opponent yet, but it was going to be December 12th, PBC on NBC. It's going to be, main event is Omar Figueroa Jr. versus Antonio DeMarco. You've got Chris Arreola, Travis Kaufman. You've got Prince Charles Martin versus Dominic Breazeale. And we also have this young man here in action. It's going to be Semajay Thomas. We know you want to get the win, but what else about this fight what are the goals? I mean, what do you want to improve on from your last fight out going into this fight?
I got a lot to prove. This fight. I got a lot to prove. Come December 12th, you'll see it. You'll see what I have to prove.
Well, there you have it. Once again, I give you it's the pride and joy now of Houston, Texas. I give you it's Semajay Thomas. Semajay, before we let you go, where can the fans check you out at? Where is the Twitter page, Instagram, Facebook? Where can the fans hit you up at?
Facebook, Semajay Thomas. Twitter, Semajay Thomas. And Instagram, Semajay_Thomas1. And that's SEMAJAYTHOMAS.
Well, there you have it. Once again, I give you Semajay Thomas. Semajay, always on a pleasure. Have you on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime we come back, we got a whole lot more only on Last Call. Last Call at the Alcohol, CyberStationUSA.com.